Всем привет, это канал Cthulhu, и сегодня мы начинаем проходить игру Зов Ктулху. Так, сразу новая игра, пустая ячейка. Так, значит, выбора сложности тут нету. Итак, глава первая. Детективное агентство Пирса, Бостон. Отсюда все и начнется. Безумие есть благо. Можете и сами прочитать. Да уж. Я хотел бы проснуться в такой обстановке. Подожди, так, я кое-что понял из настроек. Так, телегра надо убрать прицел. Во. А то эта точка посередине будет мешать. Угу. Так, чувствительность немного уменьшу. Не, это управление. Ну, вот так вот чуточку. Ну да, сейчас более-менее нормально. Да уж, неприятное местечко. А тут нам не пройти. Не, еще немного уменьшу чувствительность. Вот как-нибудь вот так вообще поставлю. Такс. Тут тоже закрыто. Так, я пришел оттуда. Борьба с тьмой. То есть надо сначала посветить. Окей. Что это у нас тут такое? Эй, тут же можно было вроде чем-то взаимодействовать. Вот. Вот оно где. Полторез. Да, теперь можно искать замок. Тут есть что-нибудь? О, там кто-то поплыл. Окей, пойдем рубанем цепь. Бэм. Да, вот тут та дверь, которую изначально хотел пройти. О, это еще что такое? Просто свечка. Ну да, вот. Я умею бегать. О, культисты. Без глаз. Почему они их не тырятся? Да, это всего лишь кошмар был. Так, средство с дневником. Угу. Так, навыки, которые надо будет качать. Рассудок. Вот, психологическая травма. Кошмары. А вот медицина и оккультизм только с помощью предметов качаются. В целом можно качать только вот эти. Ну, предметы, зажигалка пока что только. Так. О, вот. Так. Пить или не пить? Вот в чем вопрос. Ладно. Я буду алкашом, буду пить. Так веселее. Вот дело. Да. Так, знания. Угу. Да, вырубись. Так. А, это одно из его дел.
I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Ладно, что там у вас?
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Весело.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
А, вот, тут первое распределение навыков. Итак, что же мне понадобится больше? Давай-ка поиск вкачаю. Да, вот до 3-го. Так, красноречие вкачаю. Ах ты, тут больше ушло. А давай-ка все подниму до 3-го. А, тут надо 4 до следующего уровня. А, подожди-ка. Да, и медицину. До 2-го. Потом дальше их можно будет качать только через предметы. Ладно, пусть будет так.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, you used to...
Короче, заставляет браться за дело.
I'm coming.
Такс. Кто пришел?
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
Конечно,
If you
способен.
come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
Да
I
уж, вся
can't do
семейка
anything
погибла.
for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof,
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look
Ладно.
carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
what am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture.
Ладно,
all
глянем
you've got.
картину.
The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Так, картина. А вот, удерживать
There's
надо.
a symbol on the man's chest. It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
Такс. Такс, ладно.
A
Что у нас тут?
warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Так, почитаем. Ну,
So,
ничего
Mr.
особо
Pierce,
интересного.
what do you make of these elements?
Так,
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
ладно, так. О, ответ раскрыт.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Окей.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Так, где она жила?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Окей. Давай-ка вот так.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Итак, блин, вот по поводу этого,
The sender's label mentions
почему все
warehouse
еще
36.
показывают
That's
активно?
right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you
Это
think your
читал.
daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find warehouse 36.
Вот эти уже перестают светиться, а это все равно светится. Ну ладно.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce.
Ладно.
I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find
Так,
some
да, сейчас надо
information
узнать
on
про
this island in there.
Darkwater.
The
Я
lost
сначала хочу
tally.
посмотреть все, что вот у меня есть.
Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage. I used to be an avid reader.
Тут нет. Так. О, основа медицины. Это должно вкачать науку медицины. Да. Ну, у меня и так двойка стояла. Ну ладно.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Так, да, тут я осмотрел. Тут...
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
А, еще одно раскрытое дело.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Так, сейчас прочитаем быстренько. Окей. Так вот, типа темные воды.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I should get rid of all this stuff.
Так, я все смотрел. Выпить. На дорожку. Что ж, так как я уже все осмотрел, можно выдвигаться. Что ж, нас ждет вторая глава. Ну, давай грузись. Что ты остановился? О, послушался. И готово. Почти что. Вот теперь точно готово. Поехали дальше. Итак, мы прибываем на остров. Итак, нам предстоит очень загадочное дело. На острове Блэквотер. Интересно, что же нас ожидает?
We're almost there.
Спасибо. Вот, зов Ктулху. Так, корабль Сыла. Походу разбившийся. А вот и городок.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce. Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy. So, what wind brought you? Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you? A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man. And his wife, Sarah Hawkins. A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy.
Так,
You know
там
what?
что-то происходит.
Go have a drink of the stranded whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the harbor master's office.
Хорошо.
If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you. Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Итак, тут что-то происходит, хочу глянуть.
Please move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan, the same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Такс.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
И
You
почему
can.
же?
Or you don't want to.
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Так, да, вот и
You can
навык
see that I'm
пригодился.
busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back
Всё,
in
с
the
тобой
water,
больше
you
нечем
shysters.
You can see
поболтать.
that I'm busy, can't
You
you?
can't
Да.
understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water.
What could have done so much damage?
You can't
Да,
understand.
мне
You're
это
not
больше ничего не
sailors.
даст.
It's a sign.
Ладно. О, подожди-ка. Тут фонарик. Че, нельзя взять? Ну ладно. Так. Пойду-ка загляну в бар.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Тут же все вроде как во времена сухого закона и типа того. И нет.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Хотя учитывая, что главный герой и пьет только так, тогда вряд ли. 1-1.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Так,
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to
ну
earn it.
ё-моё.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Ну ладно. Такс. Так, иди начало заканчиваем выпивку.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Ну, чтоб тебя.
Come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
Ладно.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Такс.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean
Тоже
by
верно.
that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make
Ну
up
да,
your
я
own
уже
mind.
видел один.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Так, про нее узнал информацию. Так,
The
так
stranded
вот,
whale.
про название.
I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Ладно. Назад. Так,
I
просто
didn't
хоть закон.
expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Но ты проговорился, что это она.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
И почему
Why
же?
not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more.
Ладно, как
Anything
хочешь. Что хотел, я узнал.
That'll be all for now.
Такс.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Фицрой... То, что тут прилично должен... О, блин. Хокинг больше 600? Ни хрена себе. Это он прилично задолжал.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Так, чудесный улов.
Laughed.
My God.
You said
Так, ты у нас кто?
nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Это о чем ты таком читаешь?
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Ладно.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
Так.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course. They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Да, сократилась
Until the
популяция.
last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
Короче, они охотились на китов, популяция сократилась, и они в итоге вовсе исчезли.
I've never
И
heard this
уплыли.
song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you? Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah,
И как же?
where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
А вам
I bid
откуда
you
знать,
farewell.
что оно было вкусным?
Good night, stranger.
А, ну, если так
So
рассказывай.
long.
Так.
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
Ну, не хочет она разговаривать, ладно. Так. Окей, тут больше делать нечего. Так, ты мне еще кое-что расскажешь? Да, вот. Пару
I
вещей
read the
узнал.
article on the miraculous catch. Interesting local folklore.
Don't get it into your head to repeat that round here. It's more than folklore. On that day, the crew of the Scylla caught an exceptional
А,
catch.
кстати, вот ссылу я там видел
Biggest whale
снаружи.
ever caught. They saved Darkwater from famine.
Charles Hawkins owed you a lot of money. Do you know if he had problems?
I don't know the details, and it's not my business. Money or not, he was always welcome in my bar. The Hawkins family was always much appreciated on the island.
Хорошо, так,
You
а...
seem to know Charles Hawkins well.
Well, we all knew then.
Да, тут больше
I've
ничего
got
интересного.
That'll be all for now.
Ну все. Тут в баре делать нечего, можно выходить. Такс. А где там ссылку-то показывая? Ладно. Фиг с ней. Пойду поговорю с Фицроем.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Сортир.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
А, она просто на мире оказалась.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman
Так.
cat.
Окей. Уже кое-что обнаружил. А ну снаружи ничего интересного. Дай-ка я тут твою коморку осмотрю. О, книжка. Основы медицины, том 2. Так, вот, насколько там сдвинулось? А, на 2% всего? Ну, блин, так неинтересно. Очень медленно изучается.
This man and Fitzroy
Так.
could be twins.
Ладно.
What a macabre souvenir.
Ну, сейчас смотреть больше нечего. Теперь можно и поговорить.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Вот сказал прямо передо мной. Нигде не вижу. А, вот. Они
These
тут.
manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Прям аккуратно вымарано сказано. Так. Кто-то намеренно скрывал информацию.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Хорошо, так, сейчас поболтаем.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why.
А может, это ты и
I don't
сделал?
remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Вполне возможно.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
Так, про
I'm
склад.
looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Кому принадлежит здание? Так. Да, Хокинсов.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Я об этом уже узнал.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Такс.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailors' return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Да, я уже читал.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
Так, ясен
I
пень.
think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here.
А вот это еще будет подозрительно.
You're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha, indeed, you're right.
Ладно. Тут уже все узнал.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
Че, так сильно похож на отца.
His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Интересно.
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Ну, я сейчас
Are you being
детектив.
blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Ну,
I shall be on
все,
my
что
way.
надо, я узнал.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Такс. Что-то он там говорил про деревянную ногу, то что она еще здесь. Так, мне даже интересно стало. Хочу глянуть. Где же она, где же она, где же она? Так, есть наверху. А, ну да, вот она. Да-да, я на нее уже смотрел. Итак, теперь надо проникнуть на склад. А, тут теперь можно пройти.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an old man.
Привет, рыбак. Так, можно пройти сюда. Хочу тут осмотреться. В принципе, почему бы и нет, если можно пройти. Так, здесь он не может. Такс. О.
There.
Такс. Вот. Угу. Кто-то ворует
Somebody's
спиртное.
stealing from the bootlegger's stock of liquor. Hello, old friend.
О, и я бутылочку спер. Так, а можно как-то убрать? И он так и будет сейчас с ней таскаться. Тут никак. Интересный памятник. О, кстати, да.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Надписи на неизвестном языке. Ну, возможно, если прокачать оккультизм, можно понять, что там написано. Блин, можно эту зажигалку все-таки как-то убрать? Ладно. Особо не мешает. Так, тут ничего интересного.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We
Well,
saw
sure.
what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need
Oh,
for them
Kasha.
to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Понятно. Так, а кто у нас такая Кэт?
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Окей.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
Я ничего
Saint
такого не
Brendan.
говорил.
He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy
Работы нет,
gives
так
us
будем
a few
бухать.
chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Интересно только,
I've
откуда
taken
у вас
enough.
деньги на выпивку.
We'll see you later.
Come on, you could tell me.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Такс.
Who's this guy?
No
Так,
idea.
здравствуйте, товарищи.
You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Хм.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's gonna be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a
Zaszибись.
damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Так, а это что за? Хм.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
А зачем им это?
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Да.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
Окей, так, кому принадлежит, я и так знаю. Давай-ка попробую вот это.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims.
А у меня есть
I'd advise
доказательства.
you against snitching.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw go die of thirst.
Такс.
What will Kat say when she finds out that it's you who are filching stock?
You've got no proof.
That's true. Apart from this little note from your friend here.
You didn't throw it away?
I couldn't know that someone was gonna force the lock.
What a So, what is it you want?
Чего ты
To get into
протянутый?
the Hawkins warehouse.
That's all. Go on then. And we never want to see your rat snout again.
Спасибо. Очень верно. Так, но я хочу сначала еще немного осмотреть. Может, я что пропустил? А, вот, я с этим не разговаривал еще.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
Ну, а я его открыл.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion
Да, так и
went up in
есть.
flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is
Хорошо,
he a
буду
danger
знать.
to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Ну, окей, пойду сюда. Так, есть тут еще что-нибудь интересное? Так, тут ничего. А тут не подняться. А вот, походу, и мой поход. О, там какой-то люк.
Let's see. Shoot. I'll have to find another way to get in.
Черт,
It's
тут
no
не
use.
войти.
The padlock won't give.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Что ж,
This muddy alley is yours? Good for you. I've got work to do.
I don't think that you've quite understood the situation. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
какая жестикуляция, а?
Is your name Kat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Ох ты ж. Да. Побей немного.
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
Такс. Как-то не особо получилось. Ладно, посмотрим, что еще есть интересного. Тут есть проход.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
It's a little late. I've already met Cap.
Well, at least you're still here to talk about it. She must like you.
Something like that.
With that, please do excuse me, because I'd prefer not to be seen talking with you for too long.
Ладно. Все тут боятся этой Кэт. Так, тут ничего. А что у нас здесь? Какой-то бот написал. Тут есть какой-то скрытый предмет.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Так, сейчас попытаемся его найти. А, вот он. Интересно. А, вот тут скрытый предмет. Не, еще что-то есть.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Так. Я хочу найти этот скрытый предмет. Хотя, может быть, он наверху. Да, скорее всего, он наверху будет. Так, установить рукоятку. Установить храповик. Не, я все равно не нашел, где тут скрытый предмет. Уйти? А чё, я крутить не могу? Так, чего-то еще не хватает. Может, как раз этого скрытого предмета? Окей, сейчас посмотрим. Так, тут я больше ничего не вижу. Так. Где-то в этой локации что-то есть. А, во. Нашел. Зубчатое колесо.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Теперь можно его установить.
Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
Давай. Yes. Все получилось. Так, спускаемся вниз. Ох, как тут все. Воу-воу-воу-воу.
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. I hope it's not toxic.
Ну да. Надеемся, что так и есть. А то было бы очень неприятно. Так, тут проход заварен. Ну да, идем сюда. Мне показалось. Ползаю непонятно где. Воу-воу-воу-воу. Что... Это что там такое было? Ну ни хрена в себе. Что за нахрен? Это явно ненормально. Может, газ галлюциногенный?
This is primitive.
Ладно, иду дальше. Так, а вот, как раз таки я это место видел. А я здесь, а я здесь. Такс. Тут ничего нету. Тогда заходим внутрь.
What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Ладно, наверху ничего. Спускаемся вниз. Так, для начала я просто осмотрю. Потом уже в режиме расследования. Нет? Так ничего нельзя. Тогда переходим в режим расследования. Так, есть скрытые. Так.
The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages?
Да, вот бинты тут. Надо найти скрытый объект.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks. Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins?
Так, это был единственный скрытый объект? Серьезно? Итак.
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
А чё нет, это же их склад. Остается только портрет.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Я все тут осмотрел. Больше ничего нету. Ладно. Видимо, ничего. Так, что теперь? Так. Стыка. Ну что ж, пойдем отсюда.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You!
Есть.
Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
А я все равно сюда попал. Психология и детектив профессионал. Давай-ка объединим.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken.
Не сработало.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene?
Да, это уже довольно интересно.
I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here.
Кто-то ее сюда
Come on.
принес.
My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again.
И что тебе опять надо?
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
А чем я тебе
Is it far,
мешаю?
this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building?
Да, вижу.
That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Итак, отправляемся в особняк. И что же нас будет ждать внутри? А, кстати, вот, говорит то, что она кому-то порезала улыбку. И вот получается, что это как раз таки Брэдли. Вот, там как раз еще говорилось про его щеку, и это было хорошо видно.
Well, here we are, Hawkins mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Так.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. but kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Я хочу еще пораспрашивать. Чем больше, тем лучше.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore.
Ну, постараюсь, наверное.
As it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Так.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so
И какая
keen
же?
to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes.
Про картину.
If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake.
Ладно, ты довольно-таки здравомыслишь.
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Huh. You've already begun
Да,
to
я
nose
много
around it,
успел
would seem.
узнать.
So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
А куда же он путешествовал?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's
Хорошо.
nothing to worry
Буду
about.
знать.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Ну все, что надо было,
Night
я узнал.
falls quickly here,
Теперь можно идти.
and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you. If only to reassure Silas.
Ну,
Why
согласен.
not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Тем более ты как более-менее адекватный констебль. Так.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined.
Ну, если вернее не сказать, что очень старый.
Poor kid. Poor kid.
Так, и это все? Ладно. А, это могилы.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Окей, оно должно наводить.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
Хорошо. Итак. Пойду осматриваться дальше. Так, эта дорога сразу к дому ведет. А главным входом, походу, не пройти. Да. Все же никогда не может быть слишком просто. Тут заварено дерево. Так, я там хотел обойти, еще посмотреть. Конечно, придется потратить чуть больше времени на все. Ну да ладно. Зато больше изучим. Итак, оттуда мы приехали. Да, вот оно. Поваленное дерево. Так, и упало оно недавно. Кто нас ждет тут? Опа. Деревянная фигурка кита. Может быть, пригодится. Тут, видимо, больше ничего интересного. Что ж, тогда идем. Так, он чаще там? Да, он чаще там. Ну, а я, видимо, скоро познакомлюсь с Сайлосом, который тут следит за порядком. И раз Брэд остался там, то, скорее всего, знакомство произойдет 1 на 1.
This entrance is still in use.
Закрыто. Ох ты ж.
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Да. Суровый мужик.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Такс.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood.
Да, как там еще
The police report
называется?
describes a
Синдром
domestic
выжившего.
accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
Так, а почему
That's
там
why
опасно?
you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do.
Спасибо.
Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Что ж, знакомство прошло удачно. Так, а что у нас тут? А что смотреться? Такс.
This gate is locked.
Закрытые ворота. Ладно, а если сюда пройти? А, тут вон еще какой-то домик. Что ж. Давай-ка заглянем.
I know a thing or two about solitude myself. Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes. The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world.
Закрыто. Ну и неудивительно.
Bourbon. Empty, of course.
А, тут можно пройти внутрь. Та-дам. И только осмотреться. И зачем мне тут вот это? Ладно, хрен с ним. Нельзя так нельзя. И тут не войти. Не, я все-таки еще раз взгляну сзади. Только я просто что-то не увидел. Такс. Да нет. Там больше ничего и нельзя сделать. Что ж, тогда я иду внутрь, в дом. Такс. Туда я ходил. Да, снаружи я все осмотрел. О, а вот и ты. Так, Сайлас ушел куда-то.
Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Входим.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Так, а вот и особняк. Посмотрим, что интересного найдем внутри.
Follow me. I know the place.
Ладно. А я хочу осмотреться.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Так, режим расследования. Че, без него тут... А нет, можно кое-что смотреть.
Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family.
Да, сначала попробую смотреть в обычном режиме.
Let's see if I can find something.
А вот и само место пожара. Такс.
Silas managed to bring the fire under control, but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
Ну да, не повезло им. Так, а если сюда пройти?
Charles and Sarah's wedding is painted by Sarah herself. Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Такс.
Too much
Еще он путешествовал.
I'll find an easier way.
Ох ты, повредилась пожаром. Ладно, начну расследовать. Итакс.
What kind of meat is this?
Да, довольно странно. Выглядит туша.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Так, это
The boy was probably
стрелка.
here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Такс. Хочу кое-что проверить быстренько. Угу. И тут сидела жена.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Так, ну, значит, я все уже изучил. Так, тут они покушали. Так, изучаем тут, как место смерти. Так, есть скрытый объект.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
Так, а тут еще
Did
какой-то цех.
someone escape the fire?
Так. А вот
If the
тут была
painting I
картина.
found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Опа,
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
выпивка. Так, вот еще кое-что нашел.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? Did it stop at the time of the fire?
Тогда это произошло в 10 вечера, значит. Вот еще лойка.
They had a fight. Why?
Значит, тут произошла драка. Лампа упала на пол и произошел пожар. Как-то так.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
И кто же выбежал отсюда? Опс. Фигурка.
And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
Так. Просто сообщу, что это не несчастный случай.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
Итак.
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Пройти туда внутрь? Окей. Но, судя по всему, ссора началась еще
I just
за
ask that you
ужином.
don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
Это у нас что за дверь?
This door is locked.
Заперта. Книжка. История медицины 18 века. Еще одна книжка на улучшение навыка. Так, тут еще.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose?
А что если кто-то выжил в том пожаре? Оттуда и бинты, что в порту на складе.
The lyrics
Кто здесь?
of the drunken sailor. A sea shanty.
Да,
This door
это
is blocked from the outside.
главный вход, который снаружи забаррикадирован.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
Картина, изображающая всю семью. Ох ты ж. Как гроза сверкает. Моби Дик.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
На Дикий Тобой будет
This
самая топ
piano is
книжка.
in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music. This place was falling apart long before the fire.
Такс.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
О, еще одна книжка на медицину. Так, кстати, да, тут можно было подняться.
An original edition
А,
of
да,
Mary Shelley's
книга про
Frankenstein,
Франкенштейна.
dated 1818.
А, нет, тут нельзя подняться. Ну, тогда буду подниматься здесь. Я пока только наверху ничего не осматривал. Лампа.
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
Ладно, сначала с этой стороны осмотрюсь.
Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century.
Так, сколько же тут всего, а?
There's something disturbing about this painting.
Да, еще одна картина.
20,000 leagues.
О, 20 тысяч под водой.
— Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
20 000 под водой.
20 000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep. 20 000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep. 20 000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep. 20 000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep. 20 000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep. 20 000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep. 20 000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep. 20 000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep. 20 000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep. 20 000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep. 20 000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep. 20 000 leagues under the sea.
Так, туда пройти нельзя. Ладно, идем сюда.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Так, и что же такого она натворила? Что на нее накатает такую жалобу? Блин, я уж принял свои шаги за чьи-то чужие. Так, туда не пройти.
Locked.
Так, тут заперто. Так, вот скрытый предмет.
What will her room reveal about her?
Так, тут тоже есть что-то спрятанное. Да, а от этого я нашел. Че, не от этого ключ нашел? Эх, навыка не хватает.
This padlock is too complicated for me.
Так.
A barbiturate prescription from a
Рецепт.
certain Dr. Fuller.
Такс.
That's a massive dose. Was Sarah violent? Barbiturates.
А вот и само
Sarah
лекарство.
Hawkins must have been extremely agitated, resorting to such a treatment.
Так, надо найти, что еще тут спрятано в этой комнате. Вот. Да. И явно мучают кошмары. Такс. А, да, вот. От этой двери ключ. Ох ты ж.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
Ритуальный круг. Ни хрена, тут какие следы? Кто-то срапался.
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
Так, Максимилиан Эл. И кто же это?
This ledger lists
Журнал
all of the
продаж.
paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Возврат. Вот ФС постоянно покупает. А вот тут вообще подарок.
It seems the last one was given for free to a
Francis
Francis
Sanders.
Sanders. I wonder why. The door is blocked on the other
Да,
side.
закрыто с другой стороны, но я и так знаю, куда она ведет. Итак, тут я вроде все осмотрел.
Despite
А
what
не, вот.
happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Такс. Ну теперь точно все.
Bradley, is that you?
Там дверь открылась. Я еще в этой не был.
The boys.
Так. Да, комната мелкого. О, тут можно в режиме расследования. Ну, видимо, только в нем и можно изучить. Так, погружаемся тогда. Итак.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
Книга.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Так, а тут у нас что такое?
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
Он снотворное принимал? Это что такое?
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them?
Детские
Simon's
рисунки.
troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Че, у него тоже были видения, как у матери? Ладно. Царапины ведут сюда.
Is anyone there?
Так. А вот это уже интересно. Портрет нашего детектива. Вот черт. Ладно. Вот черт.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
I'll cover you.
Так. Не, я хочу осмотреть ту комнату. Мне еще не дай смотреть. Сразу начать погоня. Итак. Эй, тут же была картина с детективом. Куда она делась? Теперь тут спрыгнуть нельзя. Итак, он пошел сюда.
This door was closed earlier.
А, да, вот эта дверь была закрыта.
Where did he go?
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure. Let's search this room. This Dr. Fuller. Was he Sarah
Так, а вот
Hawkins' therapist?
письмо от Фуллера. Чё, он типа
They look
психушки,
like
что ли?
Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips.
Как я понял, ее хотели сдать в психушку. Ну, муж хотел сдать в психушку.
It looks like an old seaway map.
Видимо, так путешествовал муж.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well.
Да, вот 3 человека. Так, получается, сэр Хокинс, этот Фицрой и кто-то еще.
I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins. It looks like a freehand map of Darkwater. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
Блин, сколько тут почеркушек-то, а?
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to
Еще
the
один
harbor.
макет.
As if the bookcase has been moved several times. Seems like this came from a log.
Так. Угу. Нет, это похоже на судовой журнал ссыл, когда они поймают тот большой
There
улов.
must be a link with the Seaway map. This panel is movable.
Опа.
Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. I'd be better off not touching them for the moment.
Так, я лучше попробую решить загадку.
This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
Короче, надо отметить какое-то место.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Так,
Looks like the navigational
ну-ка здесь.
paths described in the log.
Может, вот так вот надо отметить. Можно как-то приблизить? Такс. Может, где-то вот здесь вот.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Ох, блин.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Итак. Давай-ка вот тут вот. Нет,
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
я ошибся. Так. Если тут.
Doesn't work. I must have missed
Не
something.
то. Еще не
Looks
то.
like the navigational paths described in the log.
Такс. Я пробовал вот эти вот буферы координат, то есть Ахтян, да. 33 северной и 53 восточной, западной. Так, значит 33 северной. Это вот тут должно быть. И 53 западной. Где-то здесь.
Looks like it worked.
А во.
Well done, Pierce.
Получилось. Все за то, что я был невнимательный. Ладно. На этом сегодня закончу. Продолжение расследования будет в следующий раз. Что ж, всем спасибо за просмотр. Это был Game. Всем пока.